Top of the morning to you. Welcome to My Steel Can. I'm Dan, a man with a plan. So, yesterday, I took some of the rock from the pile, brought it down to the gate area because it rained heavily and that's a pretty slick, muddy area. Got that accomplished. In doing so, Snuffleupagus has a muffler problem. The two welds that hold the muffler have come loose. And now, so gonna be a down day for maintenance. Also, while I was servicing the Beast last night after using it, checking the oils and fueling up the tank, I took the left side cover off to look inside, and apparently a mouse crawled up in between the fan and the radiator and decided to die. It looks kind of bloated and swollen, so I got to get that out of there. Also with his nest, because as that stuff starts to rot, it's going to create some acids, and I don't want that acid laying on top of the radiator. Plus, I don't want the mouse in there anyway, and he's probably plugging up. He built a nest in there, maybe about that high, I think. So it's plugging up the core. We don't need that. It's just going to cause aggravation. So today's going to kind of be a a down day for maintenance, and hopefully that'll go all right. I got the Predator fueled up and ready to go to recharge my GoPro batteries. And looks like it's going to be a beautiful day out. There are a couple balloons in the distance, but they have floated elsewhere. Look at the view. Look at the snow-capped mountains back there. Nice. All right? Extremely nice. So. All right, I got the muffler out, and it's worse than I thought. I can see the base is broke. Yeah, that's not a problem. But no, don't fall. No, don't fall. Damn it. But it's also separated from the bottom. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stitch it out without blowing it open. Oh, but I'm going to give it a shot. Alright, let's see if we can do this with surgical precision. That's looking pretty ugly, but that'll work. Let's go put it in and hope for the best. The muffler's in with a new piece of flex line. I got it. I cut the flex line shorter. I'm not putting a clamp on this side. I left a lot of wiggle room here for it to flex and move. Hopefully that'll keep, because I think that last piece was too long and I was putting pressure on it that way, and that's why it broke. But I still think, according to the Illustrated Parts catalog, this muffler is supposed to lay this way, and the stack is supposed to come up here, and there's supposed to be a U-clamp that holds it in place. Now I found a U-clamp in the cab when I was cleaning the cab out, and I threw it in the box, but I don't have the time to remanufacture what's going on. And I don't know if the U-clamp might even go around this way, and there's a bracket missing here for all I know. Right? It could be a bracket here, and then the U-clamp goes around here to the bracket to hold it in place. But I don't have time to deal with that right now. But it's in. Let's fire it up and see how it sounds. Okay. Backwards, there you go. Wow, sounds a lot quieter. Man, that sounds a lot quieter. Alright, let's hope it stays that way. I'm gonna let it warm up a little bit, and then we're gonna weld that back on. That's been welded quite a few times. So let's see if I can get it to stick. Maybe I should put the clamp on there. Alright, I'm gonna put the clamp on. I got it ground down pretty much, and I think that's gonna get a lot of filler in there, so hopefully it'll hold. Let's see what happens. battery died, of course. But I didn't go over it with the 7018. I just hit it with the 6011. What was it? Yeah, hit it with the 6011. And that, my friend, is as ugly gets. But we'll see how it lasts.